biochemical agent. You've been hearing about it in the news, some mysterious neurodegenerative disorder that's affecting young people. A lot of people with the COVID are talking about memory issues. And so they're dumbing people down in a different way, making them confused, unable to think well, and essentially it adds to the fog of war. People can't figure out what's going on. You know, they're trying everything. They're censoring people, they're taking people out, they're dumbing people down, they're making people sick. They're doing everything they can to essentially win this war against freedom and the American way. It's amazing to see these communists, socialists, liberals in action. But the deep state is renowned for being satanic. These people are hardcore satanic, not just a little bit, but essentially it's like the Temple of Set, the Church of, Satan, essentially all rolled into an agency. All of these agencies now are hardcore satanic. NSA, FBI, you name it. And so they're all into essentially destroying life, turning something into nothing. Their religion is about nothingness, empty space, dark matter, as well as molesting children and drinking blood. But that's besides the point. These people are monsters, and they'll use all of this technology against you. So they're rolling out these biochemical brain fog agents. If you've ever experienced the brain fog, it's because of what's in the air, what you're breathing in, as well as the electromagnetic waves that are being pumped in the air through the death towers and the Wi-Fi and the like. And it sounds, way out there, but you heard Agent Smith for himself. We recommend the NAC. It seems to counteract whatever they've deployed right now, cuts through the brain fog real well. It's an amino acid. You can look into it. It's not necessarily something that's synthetic and toxic, but just about everything has a side effect. So
one of the newest developments is that nanoparticulate matter can...
The video guy. So get your NAC from your local health store or whatever. Look into it. If you've been experiencing the brain fog, avoid other people's air, avoid breathing the air of public spaces. It's not necessarily COVID that you have to worry about. They could be deploying anything right now, including smart dust in your area. So you have to think about air filters. You have to think about real, efficient air filters eventually. And think about detoxing. How do you detox nanotech out of your body? That's, another story. But you probably want to think of like heavy metal detox solutions. We don't necessarily recommend magnets or whatever, because if it's anything like the graphene videos, that might cause a clump somewhere and a stroke. So some people have had, success using super magnets for the DARPA neural web that's invading people's brains right now. But that's why, every day that goes by,
utilize these interventional technologies in those...
every day that goes by is a failure. Every day that goes by that people don't rise up and bring the guillotines and just start deploying justice on these satanic pedophiles. Every day that goes by is a failure, because they just deploy more and more horrific things. And, people are just hoping they can just go back to shopping, go back to normal, go back to watching the game and all that stuff. But it's just a distraction. It's just a honey trap. Keep you busy. It's all there just to keep you busy, to mesmerize you so that they can deploy more things to exterminate you, because that's their religion. People wonder about the Agenda 21. You know, they think it's depopulation. There's too many people. That's just a side story, an excuse. These people are literally into turning the world into a wasteland. They're anti-life. They're not just anti-children, pro-choice kind of thing. These people are literally anti-life. They want to cut every tree down. They want to burn every forest. They want to turn everything into a desert. They want to turn the planet into Mars. And for all we know, that's what happened to Mars. People like this. But that's why, you know, marching around in circles really isn't going to help you or anyone at this stage. It's a war. And they're going to keep executing, genociding people no matter what. So you can hope that an election is going to change something, or that they're going to wake up. They're not going to wake up. They're trying to exterminate you. Leave it there for this broadcast. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Feel free to mirror this content. Until the next time, if you're listening to this, you are the resistance.